head coach Bryan Harsin. Coach, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Well, it's always great to catch up with you and fun to be doing this for the second year in a row. In fact, I think we've been doing this for longer than that. But let's start with the win over Hawaii last Saturday. That was potentially the second best team in the conference, and it wasn't nearly as close as even the score would indicate, and you guys won by more than 20 points. So was it important to deliver a statement victory and statement performance against perhaps the second best team in the Mountain West?
Well, I think the most important thing was that we prepared ourselves to go play against a really good Hawaii team. We were back home, and we really wanted to come out fast. We felt like Hawaii had a bye week. They had the advantage, and we knew that they would have high intensity coming into this game. And we just needed to make sure that we were ready on game day. And our guys did a really good job preparing themselves, and they had themselves ready to play. And we got a fast start, and we were able to continue that throughout the game fairly consistently. And overall, some of the guys, when our quarterback went out, when Hank went out, we showed depth at that position. But more importantly for us, we showed that we were ready to come in there and play. And you never know that until it happens in a game. And Chase Cord stepped up, played exceptionally well. And I thought the guys around him did the same thing. So to me, it was more of just about our preparation. Were we ready to play? We showed that. And then when guys got in the game, we were able to execute throughout 4 quarters of it. And at the end, we had the result that we wanted.
The one thing that I would imagine you're excited about was the balance. 315 passing yards in that game, 203 rushing yards in the game. How satisfied are you with those two pieces of the puzzle on offense?
Yeah, I thought we balanced, on the offensive side. I thought we were balanced, and we were able to hit some plays. But more importantly, our guys, I thought we executed well consistently through the game. And on the defensive side, I thought we did early on, and then maybe not so much in the middle of it. And Hawaii's a very good offense, difficult to defend, and they made some plays there in the third quarter and towards the beginning of the fourth. And our special teams, I was happy with that. We played better on special teams. We did some things that we wanted to do in those areas. So from the week before to the Hawaii game, we did improve. We made significant improvements and we made small improvements, but overall we improved the way we wanted to, and that's what we're trying to do every single week. How do we keep finding ways to do what we're doing and do it better? Because every game you're learning, and there's a lot of things that you want to fix the next week. But fortunately, we've been able to do it with a win. And as we go into every Tuesday practice, what are we doing? What are we doing to get ourselves better? And I think our guys understand that. It showed up so far, and if we'll keep that mindset, then we'll find new ways to improve in the next game.
Boise State head coach, they're number 14 of the country, Bryan Harsin, joining us this morning on the show. Your freshman quarterback, Hank Bachmeier, got injured in that game against Hawaii, but to that point in time, he's had such an impressive season, throwing for more than 1,500 yards already, 9 touchdowns, only 3 picks. And people that I've spoken to around the country have been really impressed and somewhat surprised that he's been this good this fast. Have you been surprised at all at how effective he has been this early?
Well, I think there's some surprising things because you've never seen him play. This is his first year playing. And he's done some things on the field that you see in practice, but he made a few adjustments. He's made some throws. He's made some decisions that you just don't know until he goes out there and plays. So, sure, there's some really good surprising things. There's things surprising that are negative at times as well. But his demeanor and his focus and preparation each and every week, that's what I've been really impressed with. For a young player, he knows how to get himself ready to play. And I think Coach Hill's done a good job with him of helping him understand the process of what it takes to get yourself ready to go for a Friday or a Saturday game and to go out there and execute for 4 quarters at that position. And, he's a guy that he does it one week and then tries to come back the next and do it a little bit better. And so what I was talking about earlier, those are the things that we want to see from our players. And for a young player to do that, yeah, you see some things that surprise you in a good way. And at the same time, we fix and correct like we always do with every guy. But I really like his toughness. He showed that this entire year. He's got good command of what we're doing offensively. I'm excited about him and his development where he is right now. And then the continuation of that as we move into these next games and he goes and plays more football. We're halfway through the season, so now what is it going to look like moving forward?
So with Hank's injury against Hawaii last Saturday, it's thrown into the air his potential to be available for you guys this upcoming Saturday. Has it been difficult at all to go through an entire week and not really know what you have at quarterback yet?
Well, I think we know we have a quarterback. You know, Hank getting himself ready to play, Chase getting himself ready to play, Jalen Henderson getting himself ready to play, and all three guys played in the last game, and all three guys were effective. So I think we know what we have, and for us, it's business as usual as we go out there and prepare and practice and try to get our entire team ready. It's one position, a very important position, but we still have to get everybody else ready to play, and we got to put the game plans in that we feel are going to be successful. And the best part about that room is those guys understand that, and they know, hey, whatever their responsibility is that day or their role that day, they're going to go execute it. And I think that's what showed up with Chase. He's been doing that over and over and over, and when he got a chance to come in there and play, that was the end result. And so now you can kind of just say, all right, here's all that hard work and how it showed up against Hawaii. Now you know that's not for waste. You know, that's going to be something that when it comes back to you getting in the game, you know how you're going to respond. And I think Chase, everybody was excited about that. That quarterback room was as well. They support each other, and those guys are all ready to play, and we know what we have going into this game.
Boise State head coach Bryan Harsin joining us here on the show. The Broncos, number 14 of the country, traveling to BYU. Saturday, ESPN2 is the broadcast. So it's kind of felt like every step of the way you guys have had a mission to accomplish, and that coming off of last year, there has been a focus on delivering your best effort each and every week, which is all about getting to a New Year's Six bowl game. Has unfinished business from last year helped focus your team and elevate your play weekly?
Well, I'll answer this. I think this football team is very motivated, and they're fun to be around, and they work extremely hard, and they like each other. And so there's a lot of things from the chemistry standpoint that make this team right now, you know, fun to be around. But I would say this. I think, and I hope every year we have that mindset that every game we play is important, that every game and every season we're trying to accomplish the same thing. So I don't know if we've instilled anything different that way. I just think sometimes you have the right people, the right group together, and they actually go out and do all the things that you talk about doing. And so far this team has shown that. And they do it through the week of preparation leading into the games. Now, the end result, I don't know what that's going to be on Saturdays. But I do know if we put ourselves in really good positions day in and day out, then we give ourselves a lot better shot at the end of the week. And that's what this team does so far consistently. And, you know, it's not phenomenal. It's just more of a mindset that, hey, this is what we're trying to get done each day. And at the end of the week, we want to go out there and we want to perform. We want to perform well. And more importantly, I think for each other and just the standards that these guys have within this team right now. And that's what I'm seeing from these guys. And the coaches are that way, and everybody in this building has been that way. And, you know, at the end of the day, we've had success up to this point. Does that continue? That remains to be seen. But that's the mindset that this group has right now.
The number 14 Broncos are 6-0, traveling to BYU for Saturday night. Head coach Bryan Harsin joining us on the show. Coach, thanks so much for carving out time. I know it's a busy week for you, but we always appreciate your visits, and good luck coming up on Saturday and the rest of the way this season.